Hey, it's Stephen. Merry Christmas, everybody. So I wasn't planning on doing a recording today, but I was driving home from church, and I was thinking, I'm in the choir, and I was thinking about this, what they call pneumatics, right? So this idea of fluids, right? So the idea of the angels, right? Feathering whatever it is that they're flying in, some kind of fluid. If you think of air as a fluid, the angels, I think, are obviously they're flying in something, and I don't think we think it's air. Maybe they can adapt to air. That's I like thinking about angels. I've been doing that a while. I haven't really talked about it, but they're fun to think about. These messengers, these intermediaries that I think have to do with the transmission of revelation. That they're interpreters of revelatory ideas of revelatory whatever it is. It's not ideas. It's ideas existing outside of time, right? The revelation is about God, and God is existing in this timeless space. I'm positing that it's similar to the quantum, or is the quantum, or I'm positing something. But so what is what is revelation? It's not a thing. It doesn't exist in time. It exists outside of it. It's a truth. It's a Sophia, right? It's a wisdom. It's a timeless wisdom that, because of our embedded in timeliness, we're in this this teleologic world where the time moves forward in a way that is odd. Why is it? Science can't tell why that is. But so we have a wisdom that we think of in this world that we exist in. We have this idea of wisdom, and I've talked about that in the Orthodox Church. We think of Mary as being a transmitter of wisdom, maybe having the first human to achieve the wisdom necessary to be able to exist in a revelatory space, in a revelatory condition in the Holy of Holies. And I think that we can also think of John the Baptist that way. I mentioned this, and I hadn't thought about that much, but the more I'm thinking about John the Baptist, I think that we can think of John the Baptist as also having achieved the wherewithal of intelligence, of intellect, of earthly wisdom, to be able to experience the uncreated divine wisdom. And so he's able to channel the Holy Spirit, or participate in the Holy Spirit. And so and obviously Mary was able to too. Mary in a fairly dramatic way, because she spent a couple years in the Holy of Holies in the direct presence of uncreated wisdom, of divine wisdom. So that had never been done, and so but John the Baptist, I don't probably know enough about him to know. I don't think, but for sure he's able to experience this divine wisdom that's existing in this whatever it is that the angels are flying in. Maybe it's whatever fluid. So we think of of things that can move in us. The Holy Spirit can move us. So it must have some kind of fluid must have kind of fluidic nature, right? So we had talked about blood and water and the Holy Spirit being this triumvirate, Trinity-ish thing in 1 Mark 5:8. And I went on length about that. I'm still sort of processing that, and I'm thinking maybe that the Holy Spirit is the thing that the angels are. She's flying. They're flying in the whatever the fluid is that is the movement of the Holy Spirit. I think in the Bible it says that the Holy Spirit is a wind, and you don't know where it's going to appear next. So yeah, it's an uncreated thing, and it's not acting in a way that you, as a timeline person, can comprehend. So. But I was also thinking that because in the choir today, being in the choir, the choir in the church, it was like, oh, I've got to learn how to these songs, and I'm going to do this, and it completely took me away from this sort of the revelatory aspects of the Orthodox liturgy. But now I'm getting more integrated in, and I'm able to see like little snippets. And of course, we think of the angels singing. They're not only flying around in this thing that I'm positing is the Holy Spirit, and maybe they can come down to us to reveal things to us as interpreters, because they have that nature that's partly in the uncreated wisdom, the wisdom of that is the Holy Spirit, and then and so they can transfer that holy wisdom to us, so we can see little bits of it. And John the Baptist could see much more of it, and Mary was the sort of the ultimate, I think, in the way that the Orthodox Church anyway thinks of it. So so when you're singing in the choir, you're doing you're in imitation. You're doing this in the air. You're singing in the air in this timeline. But you're in imitation of the angels singing, and perhaps the closer you get to an angelic singing, the closer you get to whatever it is the angels, whatever it is the methodology of the angels is, that you can get closer to this revelation that's coming so easily to John and to Mary, that we can get glimpses of it. And that we were, my position is that we were created to do this. That this is the thing that we are supposed to do. We're supposed to be in the Orthodox Church. We're supposed to achieve theosis, which I think theosis is just a constant. Like Mary living in the Holy of Holies as her instruction is just this, rather than little tiny glimpses of, as you sing in the air, an imitation of the angels who are flying in the Holy Spirit, that at some point you're singing in the fluid of the Holy Spirit as well, and you're having this sort of communing with that, but maybe maybe just in little bits, maybe just seeing little bits of it. But that's when those little bits happen, it's quite a thing. And PVK had posted today on Christmas about how faith is by trial and error. I'm like, no. Faith is definitely by revelation. And if you can sing like an angel, and if you can believe enough to believe that the angels are there with you in the air and in the Holy Spirit, and if you can imitate the angels well enough, perhaps that's one way. There must be many ways, but that's one way that I'm thinking of, because that's what's happened to me today on Christmas Day. Is that I'm getting the idea that this choir singing is a thing. Is that you get bits of revelation when you're just in the liturgy experiencing it, and I'm not taking away from that. I think that's but the singing, you're incorporating the activity of the angels, and the angels are there to bring you revelation. So why not use them, or why not commune with them? As a way of getting a good translation of the uncreated realm, of a theosis with the uncreated being. Anyway, Merry Christmas.